excited to be here to introduce and induct our 3 cultural arts laureates. These are Murfreesboro's first laureates. We have a painter, a photographer, and a poet. Each appointed laureate will serve a 1-year term in which they will complete new work inspired by Murfreesboro, will exhibit their craft at city events, and will complete a number of community outreach, arts-related projects that will target underserved audiences.
Photography laureate is Jessica Nelson. Jessica has a foundation in fine arts and journalism photography. She's utilized her arts education to provide services where needed, including a catalog cover for PBS Home Video. In Virginia, she was involved with a number of active photography communities, including Art Grind and Charlottesville Photography Initiative. She's offered her photography services through volunteer work to Women's Health Virginia. She's also volunteered for a variety of other organizations, including Club Yes, the Murfreesboro Homeschool Cooperative, and the Girl Scouts. Currently, she is a volunteer organizer for Stepping Stone Safe Haven, working with them on their Liberty Garden, which is a community garden at the Women and Children's Homeless Shelter. She hopes to continue working with Stepping Stone Safe Haven through her community outreach during her time as a laureate. Congratulations.
Art was very accessible in my household. My dad and my sister were painters, so I was exposed to art early and it was encouraged when I was a child, but I never really found my medium until I took photography in college. I really want to bring art awareness and access to art to kids in the area, specifically underserved kids who may not have the same access and resources as others. And I really want to give them specifically photography, but generally art as a tool of expression and communication, because I feel that those can be so beneficial to kids. If they have those tools of expression, it can get them through difficult times. Childhood is difficult, and art helped me, and I'd really like to be able to help others have that same outlet.
Our painter laureate is Ginny Togrye. Ginny has a bachelor's degree in science with a minor in sculpture from MTSU. She worked many years as a scientific illustrator and graphic designer. She's been an annual sponsor for community organizations, including the Children's Discovery Center, the Boys and Girls Club, and Special Kids. She was also the Junior League chair of the annual art contest for 5 years. Her illustrations have appeared in multiple publications. During her time as Murfreesboro's Painter Laureate, she plans to use her background in marketing and public relations to approach her role in igniting and building a stronger artistic community in our city. She hopes to pool community resources to give underserved children a unique opportunity to participate and learn about art. Ginny?
Well, I've been an artist all my life. I went to MTSU and graduated in Mass Comm and have a minor in sculpture. I'm a sculptural painter. It is reminiscent of a frieze. Basically, it is a relief sculpture that protrudes from a wall. And it's also similar to impasto. And impasto is the thick application of paint. So with sculptural painting, you apply a modeling paste with either clay tools, palette knife, dental tools, cake decorating tools, all kinds of stuff, and you apply it to the canvas. Then after, apply impasto style the paint. And it's a very thick, textural, dynamic, you want to touch it. I feel like it's a privilege, and I really appreciate the opportunity to be involved in igniting the creative community.
We are very pleased to announce our Poet Laureate of Kory Wells. Kory worked as a writer and advocate for the arts, literacy, democracy, and other good causes. On the local poetry scene, she's become well known as the principal founder and curator of Poetry in the Borough, a monthly reading and open mic series for poetry and spoken word. She is also a poetry mentor in the low residency program MTSU Write. Kory is the author of the poetry collection Heaven Was the Moon, and winner of the 2016 Heartwood Broadside Series, and twice a finalist for the Rash Award for Poetry. Her poems appear in numerous literary publications, including the Tennessee edition of the Southern Poetry Anthology from Texas Review Press. She also performs her poetry on the album Decent Pan of Cornbread, a collaboration with daughter and old-time musician Kory Wells. Kory is a seventh-generation Tennessean who's lived in Murfreesboro since first grade. She holds a BS and an MS degree from MTSU and has been a volunteer with Read to Succeed One Book program and is currently co-president of the local League of Women Voters.
I am excited for me to be recognized, of course, as a poet here in our community, but I'm more excited for the city to be taking another step forward for our art scene. For me, my mom, who's also a writer, she had me writing little stories and poems from the time I was very young. The arts also mean so much to our vibrancy as a city. Poetry is this very living thing right here in our community. I'm one of many poets. You know, we've been gathering monthly at an event called Poetry in the Borough for a year now. We have featured poets, we have an open mic time, and there are all these people who are practicing this method of creativity on a daily, weekly basis. A lot of people think they don't like poetry, but my goal would be that in our community, there would be people who maybe experience poetry for the first time and realize that it's something that their friend or neighbor is enjoying, is practicing, and they can experience that. And maybe in these very uncivil times, poetry is a way to connect, maybe to empathize, to see someone else's point of view. And so maybe people who have never thought they liked poetry will give it a try.